Aloha, everybody. Oh, we lost Nancy.
Wow.
Well, oh, here she is. There's Nancy.
Oh, there we go.
Hello.
Hi, Nancy.
Wow, okay. I guess we should say hello. We got Ange was the first one in, Tiny Trinkets and Tarot. We got Neem, Tarot Stash. I wonder who that is. Neem. Oh, she added more.
You can blame Chris. 'Cause that's his idea.
Antoinette is here. Scott. Let's see. Antoinette is here. Oh, and I have an echo somewhere. Zane is here. Jennifer Ball. Hello, Jenna. Zane is here. I think I got everybody. Maybe not. Oh no, Kristen Louise. Hi, Kristen Louise. And Debbie Aquarius Owl. Blue Crescent. Hi. Oh yes. And since you had to say sip. Oh yes. Since you had to say sip.
Who's got the echo?
I'm not sure.
Not mine.
Is it?
Is that better?
Oh,
Is that better? It must
yes.
be me.
It was you,
I
Nancy.
apologize.
That's okay. No problems. So, obviously, we have quite the crowd today. And today we are going to be talking about these necklaces, spiritual tools that we're all wearing. I call them my wearable crystal grids, and Gerald is wearing two. Yes. So, overachiever, of course. Well, you know, Gerald. And so if you guys want to post pictures of your necklaces later or something, I've been using the hashtag wearable crystal grid.
Perfect. I need to do that.
Yes.
And I don't know why this didn't dawn on me, but I just saw Scott saying that this is Nancy's first live.
It is.
Nancy.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
Woohoo!
Nancy, maybe,
I feel privileged
sometime
now.
you'll want to come and show me yours.
Oh.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Scott survived.
Barely.
So wearable crystal necklaces.
It's wearable crystal grid.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
When I make them, I usually post an image on my Instagram after okaying it with the person, because I know there's certain people that do not want their necklaces shared with anybody because it's very personal. I make each necklace specifically for the person. They tell me exactly what it is that they're looking for as far as energy, or not necessarily energy. Well, yes, of course, energy, but like what purpose is that necklace going to serve? Like Gerald's first one was specifically for working with the ancestors, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Love
this
that.
is, what is this agate, Jonathan? I forgot.
I think isn't that dinosaur egg agate?
Oh yeah, dinosaur agate,
Mm-hmm.
and then it has lapis, and then quartz crystal points.
Mm-hmm. And as well as many other things. I don't even remember what I made. Sometimes I don't remember because it's like I get into this weird trance where it's like I lay everything out before me and then I just start making, like I did on Deanne's channel for her. Like the one she's wearing, I actually made on her channel with her.
Yeah.
And people could see me just kind of like trancing out there.
Yeah, so if you want to see the process, you can see it.
Yeah.
So, Nerisse, I think, is the one who's most recently got hers.
Yeah.
So, can we start with you as far as like what it is you feel when you wear it, how you work with it, that kind of stuff.
Cool. So for me, you created my one to connect with Bear Spirit. So I've got an agate skull, and I do have my list here with Mukai, Amethyst, Lapis Lazuli, Amazonite, Moonstone, Tiger's Eye, Red Jasper, Rose Quartz, Smoky Quartz, Sodalite, Chevron Amethyst, Paintbrush Jasper, and more Rose Quartz. Because it's not a mouthful. But what I love about it the most is when I feel it, I do feel a sense of calm, almost like that mother bear feel, if you like. So just quite peaceful, quite happy to go within and just be a bit of a protector and nurturer for myself and for my family. And coming up to our bear moon that we have in August, it's going to be definitely front and center on my altar.
Nice. Oh, I got chills.
To that, yeah. Yeah, because down here it's winter, so we're about to come into the part of Imbolc. So we have a bear moon in August where the bear comes out of hibernation and rejoins the world.
Nice.
That's lovely.
Meanwhile, ours are going into hibernation.
Yes, we're doing the opposite.
Exactly.
Oh, hi, Jilly. Jilly just got here.
Hey,
Hi,
Jilly.
Chili.
Hi.
So I think of the people here, I think Gerald's the one who got his first necklace, that is.
Yeah.
So you've had a lot longer to work with it. Can you also expound a little about that?
It was, I mean, because I specifically had this necklace created to help with my work with ancestors and my connection to ancestors. That is something I've been drawn to over the last year or so. And I think the only thing you asked me, is there any crystals not to use on it? Because artist discretion. I'm like, and here's what I want. Here's what I want to spend. And the only crystal I didn't want on it was hematite, because I have a tendency to break hematite. It cracks on me.
Same here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And so you created this, if I remember, you created this on a full moon, right?
No, I think I created it on a new moon.
You created it on a new moon, and then I activated it on my end on a full moon, because I wanted both of those energies through. And of course, every time you posted pictures or shared with me that, okay, it's bathing in the moonlight, or in the sun and in the earth, I just got chills, because I knew it was going to be extremely powerful. So
absolutely.
yeah, and so when I got it, Jonathan gave me a ritual to do, or a journey to meet with ancestors. And it was interesting because when I did that, I think I could share that. I immediately fell asleep, like really quickly, which is, I snapped, and then Nancy disappeared. Sorry.
Careful with that power now.
Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, so it was one of those things that I was wearing it, and I was gone immediately. And you and I chatted about that a little bit, Jonathan, and it was like, wow, you may not remember anything, but you were doing a lot of stuff. So I wear it. I've worn it in ritual, and I wear it when I'm doing readings or trying to connect with ancestors or past life stuff. And the necklace gets extremely hot while I'm wearing it. I mean, wow. It's like, because it hits me perfectly in my sternum. So it's like heart chakra. So it's just like, it's like plugging in. So it's incredible.
We got Nancy back.
I'm sorry, when my phone rings,
you get cut off.
Yeah,
I get it.
I don't know how to change that. Is there a way?
You can put your phone in airplane mode right now.
Oh,
and that'll stop calls coming through.
Okay, well, I'd have to leave again.
Right. Well, if it happens again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem.
But I love it, Jonathan. It's been one of those things that what it does is it connects me very quickly to the deities and the ancestors with which I'm working, and it's fine tuned it, so it doesn't take me as long to go what let me twiddle that knob and get the radio reception.
Right, tune in.
Yeah, it's just like yeah, it's like plugging in a USB port, and it's like, okay, we're the Matrix, you know.
Right, you got plugged in.
Yep, it's beautiful.
And Deanne's necklace was actually made on her channel, as you mentioned, and it was specifically to help bring peace. So tell us how that's been working for you.
So it has been working very well. I probably should have had it on out and about in the house earlier today because I had asked for peace and calming and like to lessen anxiety, right? Just kind of that like quiet mode. And it's been amazing. But what I'm trying to get over is that I don't have to be so careful with it, right? That I can wear it outside of my room and not just use it for this sort of like meditative, like when I come in here to draw my cards, if and when I get time to do that. So I've been kind of branching out and not just always taking it off and leaving it in here. So that's what I'm working on with it right now. But yes, as Jonathan said, you can see it kind of come together on the channel. And my skull is rose quartz. It's a really light pink color. Rose quartz, I can black some of it. So that's the main piece of it. And then it has sodalite, blue tiger's eye, green aventurine, moonstone, smoky quartz, all just in that like first little section. And then it doesn't exactly repeat. There's also Larimer and then more of the blues up here. So it's super beautiful and it feels so good. And I know some people were talking about like the weight and things like that, but the back of it, is flat. And I just always say that it's a good weight. Like I feel like it's just immediately calming when I put it on. And I feel like it would probably have that effect on me, even if it were other stones for a different purpose, because just in the first physical sense of it, just having it on is just like this reminder. It's kind of centering. So basically, I mean, obviously I wear it to help out, but then I also, I lay it out when I do spreads for myself and things like that. And in terms of cards, it's been a more personal thing. I don't usually or ever incorporate it when I'm doing readings for other people near the cards. You know what I mean? I may have it just like sitting on my leg. As most of you know, I'm just sitting on the floor in my little room. So like I'll often just put it on my leg when I'm working with any cards. But if it's for me, then I lay it out sort of to kind of frame the cards. So I use it in that way and, as a wearable crystal grid for just bringing it down a notch.
Nice.
Deanne,
yeah.
Do you find that, well, and everybody else can ask. I'm sorry, Jonathan, this isn't a channel takeover, but this just hit me. Sip. Do you hear your necklaces calling you, wanting your attention? Because I do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like at the perfect time that I didn't realize that I needed to have that connection. So
no, when you don't think of it yourself, it just seems to be there out the back of your mind, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. And even when I'm not wearing it, whether it's me hearing it call or if I'm just thinking about it, like, I can even just visualize it, even if I'm not wearing it out in the other part of the house, that helps kind of bring me back to center as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Nancy, this is your first live?
It is.
Wow.
I'm
Thank you so
brave,
much.
huh?
I am,
You are so brave.
and I'm so honored that this is your first live. This is amazing. So tell us about your necklace.
Well, my crystal skull is labradorite, and it has a streak of black tourmaline in it for added protection. And I've listed the stones that are on it: chevron amethyst, blue tiger's eye, amethyst, green aventurine, moonstone, phrenite, larimar, sodalite, and unakite. The unakite is, I wasn't really that familiar with that stone, but I really, really love it. And I wanted to connect with my guides and just have a feeling of peace and tranquility. I have quite a bit of stress. My husband is very ill. And, with chronic illness, there's a lot of stress involved with that. And this has helped me tremendously. It does call to me, and the weight, like Deanne said, it makes you aware of the sacredness around your neck.
Mhm.
And one night it called to me I wore it to bed and slept with it around my neck. And I had the most vivid dreams. And it's really helped me with that, because my dreams are becoming, and I am dreaming of dear people in my life that have passed. And that has given me comfort. And I thank my guides for that, and Jonathan's insight in creating this beautiful grid that is so very, very precious.
Very well said.
Beautiful.
Thank you. God, I got chills. Keep getting chills on this talk, but with this many wearable crystal grids, it's kind of expected. So the one I'm wearing is actually the very first one I ever made, and it's howlite and blue lace agate and amethyst, and there's a bunch of stuff in there. And Gerald really wanted it, but I was gonna try and sell it to him, but it did not want to leave me. It was like, no, I am yours. Do not try and So what I ended up doing was Gerald's second necklace is what was made in response to me not being able to part with this one. So that is also howlite, but the necklace itself is mostly pearl.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I wanted this one specifically to help balance me, to provide a balance of light and dark. And these are beautiful. And for those of you who are considering, this is the plug, Jonathan. For those of you who are considering having a wearable crystal grid made, and you're not sure, just reach out to Jonathan, because he does a good job of listening, has access to a lot of things, and he's probably more connected than what he thinks he is to what you would benefit from wearing.
Yep.
I see all of the other heads going like this, Jonathan.
Yep.
So because it's
that is something I deal with on a regular basis, is self-doubt. So and that's actually one of the reasons I made this necklace, is to help with self-doubt. So
but you work with our guides in collaboration, right, Jonathan?
Right. Mm-hmm. I have the person's guides come help me make the necklace. So I think that's why when I make my own, if I make a necklace without someone in mind, that's why it ends up being mine, because it's my guides guiding me to make it. So actually, I have 5 of my own at this point. So here's the second one I made, lapis lazuli with pearls and chevron amethyst. And then, let's see, I made myself, this is the first one I claimed for mine, but, and that's a
Mm.
moss agate with
that's
lots of
beautiful.
moss agate, and I put a ton of stuff in this one, including some coconut.
Mm.
So, and then I made this one. It's mu'ukite. It's mu'ukite with, I believe that's granite. And then the little clumps are, I love these little 3-strand clumps because that's really where like the power seems to accumulate.
Mm-hmm.
And these are just channels, basically.
Has
And then,
has Jen seen that one, Jonathan? The Mookite?
Yeah, I was going to say, hide it from Jen.
well, actually, when I very first made it, I actually wore it, was it to sit with me? It was some video chat, and she's like, "Oh my god, okay!" And it was like, "Oh, hi to you too." But one of my most precious necklaces, actually. So you know how every fourth Tuesday I have a little session with Betsy Palmer Medium.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when Betsy's sister was visiting, was it? God, I remember how long ago it was now. The two of them came to my house, and I had just started weaving this necklace, and the two of them sat there and like helped guide me. So it's this like I say every time I put this one on, it feels like a hug from the two of them.
Aww.
So,
That's amazing.
and this is a mahogany obsidian.
Wow.
With some mahogany jasper, citrine. This is a pyrite here with gold sheen amethyst. So, or not amethyst, obsidian. So yeah. So that's my 5 that I have right now. And I've been seeing people are talking about possibly doing other things other than skulls, which I'm looking into what is out there, because it's mostly skulls that I find as far as crystals, as you can see. Anyone need a skull necklace? But I do have, oh God, it's going to take me forever to find out, isn't it? Somewhere in here, I have a Unakite alien face.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
It's probably buried at the bottom somewhere. I'm not going to try and dig right now. It'd take too long. But I also just recently got these wolf heads. So I have this
Oh my.
Nice.
bloodstone wolf head.
Wow.
And this is this I'm really in love with, is the Que Sera stone, which I just recently discovered.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, see those flashes of blue in there. Yeah, I really love Que Sera. It's a stone that it's the Earth Star chakra, base, sacral, stellar, gateway chakras. It soothes, energizes, rebalances, restores, drawing in a dynamic life force energies from the higher planes of existence to optimize health and manifest maximum well-being. It stimulates all the chakras. Yeah.
Jilly
Scott
wanted to know
wants
if
to
that
know
last
if-
one was a fox. Oh, sorry.
It's they call it a wolf head, but I could see it being a fox too. So
Okay.
it's basically like a canine.
Wow.
Nice.
Scott
So
wants
those are
to
the
know,
yes.
Scott wants to know, do you have a scorpion charms to go on a necklace?
And Ange wants an owl necklace. Well, get in touch with me. We can try and find those things. I usually go on eBay. That's where I've gotten all these. And actually, majority of my scullies are directly from Skullis is the name of the company, who is, I guess, the #1 producer of crystal skulls in the world. one of my more recent ones is this fossilized coral.
Oh, that's
You can
gorgeous.
really see it on the
Wow.
back.
Oh,
So I've been.
Antoinette is telling me to calm down because I'm like going, ooh, 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 ooh. I've already got
Pretty
two.
soon, Gerald's gonna have his 5 necklaces too, right?
Yeah.
No, I need one for Jeffrey. I need one for Jeffrey.
Oh, okay. Talk to me. We'll work it out.
And I will
Yep.
say that anyone that's hesitant about working with the skull, that if you're going to try it out, like this is probably the time to do it because it's infused with so much amazing stuff from, you know, Jonathan, from someone you know, and from your guides and everything like that. As fun fact, even though I used to work in a crystal shop, this is my first crystal skull and my only one to date. So,
same.
I never really felt super drawn to them before. Like I thought they were cool, but that's not what I was picking up when I was in the shop. But this I love so much. So there's no, just in case you're kind of on the fence, like I don't have any weirdness about this at all. So there you go.
Well, and Jonathan, do you remember you were telling me you were working on my second necklace?
Oh
and
yeah.
You had finished it up, and I was like going, ooh, you know what? I want to wear them together because for me, I like a lot of weight on my chest. I mean, when I do ritual, I think I have three or four necklaces that I stack because it helps me feel connected. Now I have 2 more, but I had actually sent Jonathan, I said, so what's the chance of the second necklace being longer so that I can wear them together? And it was like going, funny you should say that because it's the longest necklace that I've made. And I mean, come on, they work beautifully. So
Yeah.
and so, you know, but wait, there's more. You know?
There's more.
and this necklace, the clasp, I don't know what you call that, Jonathan.
That's a toggle clasp.
The toggle clasp is really easy to put on and take off.
It is.
It's the only clasp I use anymore. I've tried all the different clasps. This one is the one that is the easiest to put on and off and like will not like disengage itself in any way. Like the magnet ones, the magnetic power loses force. The other clasp one, like the lobster claw is one of the ones that they have, and that one, those lobster claws always break or fall apart. These are just solid pieces of metal. It's a bar and a circle, so it's never gonna fall apart.
I wanted to show mine close up too because it's so gorgeous. I can get it. There we go.
I love how Jonathan has taken the 3 strands, and put them together. That's amazing.
Isn't that beautiful?
As I say, I don't make the necklaces; I weave them.
Yes.
Yeah, and you can see too on the video that's up on my channel that, and I think you mentioned in the video too, you know, there's a lot of things out on the table, but a lot of them, you know, didn't end up going into it, you know, and we're chatting and I was chatting with people while that was going on. And then every once in a while, Jonathan would say, oh, no, those just sat here. I guess they're not going in. They just wanted to be on the table. Right. So you can kind of like go through step by step and see all that, which is cool. So yeah, it was really awesome.
Well, and I don't know. What I like to do is I get the concept. So like Gerald's ancestor necklace, I do my due diligence and figure out every crystal that is good for working with ancestors and just see which ones I have. I put them on the table and then I just start going. Like I don't think about it. It's just instinctual. And I think every single one of you had some sort of stone that I had put on the table that didn't get put in.
Right.
I also loved the pictures that you put showing all of these out under the eclipse.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Nerissa,
Yeah.
you like that too?
Oh, I loved it. It was like that extra special oomph that it got. It was just amazing. It just had this, because I felt the lunar eclipse had quite a good energy to it anyway, and just to have the necklace underneath it as well was really amazing.
Yeah, Nerissa's was one of the necklaces under the eclipse. So, yeah.
You know what's neat? If it's like so the 5 of us are here, and we all have a crystal necklace. It's like we're connected in some way. There's this energetic grid that is created over the earth too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Antoinette just asked,
That's amazing.
do you build one side at a time or in sync? I do it in sync. Both sides are being formed at the same time. And then I get to the top and close them off with the clasps.
It must be very exciting making them, Jonathan. When you're in the process, I would think it would be amazing.
It's interesting because it's, like I said, I get into this trance when I'm doing it. And like, I'll come back and be like, oh, I finished. How long have I been sitting here? An hour and a half. What? Okay. Yeah. So most of the necklaces take me about an hour to an hour and a half to make. And then I put them out in the sun to let them just absorb some of the Maui sun here. And then I usually wait for a full moon. In Nerissa's case, she got the full moon and the lunar eclipse. And then I also have a salt lamp like the one behind Nancy that I drape the necklace over for an earth bath. So they get sun bath, moon bath, earth bath before I ever send them to anybody.
I mean, they have a spa day. They get rejuvenated too. I mean, it's like amazing. And I know for me, Jonathan, you also got some information while you were making it that you shared with me. So it's
sometimes messages come through and I just got to share with the person. Of course, I don't usually remember after I give the information over.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, Jonathan did tell me that I had like the nicest ancestors. So
they're so sweet, just like you.
Oh, thanks.
So, as far as working with them as spiritual tools, I know Gerald kind of talked about it and Nerissa's planning for it. I know it's kind of an iffy subject because not everyone likes to share with their rituals with people, but is there any particular plans that you have for using them in the future? I know Nerissa does, coming up soon.
Well, I talked a little bit about mine, just sort of having it out as like an intention piece when I'm working on card readings for myself. Another thing that I've started to do, which I don't know why it didn't click sooner, but I think I've done it the last 2 times that I've meditated, is had this with me. It seems like a really obvious thing to do, but when I do client readings, I meditate at least 15 minutes before a reading, depending on how big the reading is, sometimes a half hour. And so that I will, I have now incorporated, because that meditation is for me to sort of connect. And so I have been wearing that the last 2 times, but I mean, I've had it for a few months now. So I kind of keep adding things as I go. So I'll have it like as a table piece for my own readings. I sometimes put it on my right leg when I'm doing readings for other people. And now have kind of incorporated it when I'm meditating. So in terms of, I mean, those are all sort of rituals, but anything more specific than that, not yet, but I'm thinking about doing something sort of geared toward the necklace, like a specific meditation for, all those purposes that I had, put into this. So I'm kind of crafting that, but so far have used it in those other ways.
Okay.
That's a good idea about developing a specific meditation.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. I wear mine when I know it's going to be a particularly stressful day. Um, I wear it very, very often when I'm working with my cards. And during the different moon phases, I just put it on and roam around outside.
Love it.
That's awesome.
And speaking of meditation specifically for necklaces, that is why I sent Gerald the meditation I sent him, because his necklace was for ancestors, and I have a guided meditation to visit the ancestor tree. So,
yeah.
Oh, and I think Nerisse is going to set one up too for herself on the full moon.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. And go journey with Bear will be really, really lovely.
Mm-hmm. So, do you guys have any questions for me?
I don't think so. I see a couple people. I see Kristen asking about the length of it, I think. And then
it's I think every necklace is a slightly different length, because like Deanne's ended up being a choker.
Yeah, which I love.
And then Gerald's second one is like really long.
Yes,
So,
Gerald needs all varying lengths so that he can wear 10 at a time.
You know, we do what we do.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to using this closer to Samhain when the veil is thin, to see if it, because that's usually a time when everything is turned up for me. And now that I've tuned myself a little bit better, we'll see what happens. So,
and so Neem, I noticed, is saying she cannot wait for her wearable crystal grid. Hers is actually not going to have a skull. I found a clear quartz lion head that she requested.
Wow.
So I'm just waiting for that pendant to get to me, and then I'll weave her necklace.
Very, very cool.
Oh, Ange has a very good question here. Do any of you feel specific symptoms while wearing the necklaces? I know some mentioned heat and calmness, but anything else?
Well, I feel really clear-headed.
Yeah.
Which isn't really, I mean, I guess it's sort of related, to what I was asking for, but I do feel really, it's probably to go along with like the being centered and grounded. So even when it's for, higher energy points, issues related to those, it's for me like automatically really grounded. And I do feel like really clear of mind when I have it on too.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like blocks other stuff maybe.
Right. Well, a lot of those stones are specifically for, well, how else are you going to be peaceful with like clutter in the mind?
There's so many different things involved that it's
layers.
Like, all the different attributes, sort of overlap and everything. Like when Nancy was reading off the list of what's in hers, a lot of them are similar to mine, but then there's those few, I mean, they're all strong, but there's those few differences that, I can tell are like for those different purposes. But of course, a lot of those things are overlapping as well.
I just have this incredible sense of peace. I mean, it's just, everything's going to be all right. I feel like my guides are just telling me this, that it's just, it's hard to explain. It's just absolutely beautiful.
For me, because, because I'm working with the ancestor one a lot, the voices are extremely clear and they don't overlap. There's a sense of it helps with order and keeping things orderly so that I'm not confused in this physical body. Sometimes it's overwhelming. It's like it's too much.
Right.
But it certainly helps me center and just be open to it, because instead of the chaos of my mind or the voices or hearing, there's an order to it, which trust me, I appreciate it.
It's not a cacophony, it's distinct voices. Yeah.
It is a distinct voices, and it's a beautiful symphony that I can go, okay, I need to listen to this and do that. That's interesting. Now I'm gonna play some symphonies for it and see how it likes it.
Yeah, I love that. So as far as me, because I have 5 different necklaces, each one definitely gives me a different vibe. This one, the white howlite, is very calming and makes me feel like I can communicate better. My lapis lazuli one, I usually wear for readings because it really just plugs me in. Like, I can almost see the cards before I even pull them when I'm wearing that necklace. Some of these other ones, like, this is just like, if I need a big hug, I'll put this one on because it just is very like comforting, and I don't know, I love the vibe that it gives me. And actually, it's funny because there's some Mu'ukite on there too. And then these, I don't know, a couple of these are very, very grounding for me because I find myself in my head a lot. So if I'm like overthinking, then I'll put on one of my grounding necklaces.
Nice.
I find it feels very connected. I can definitely feel very connected to bear energy, and especially during meditation, it just helps me stay focused and connected to that energy and not wandering off so much.
Right. The mind going that way when you're trying to go that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I see Neem saying that there's certain crystal stones that give you not so good symptoms. Well, that's why every person here I've asked, is there any stone you don't work with? Because I'm not going to put that in the necklace if it's something that you have a bad reaction to, even if it might necessarily be connected to that thing you want. But if you don't connect with that stone, there's no point in putting it in there. So don't worry about that, Neem. Once they get the lion, we will talk. Definitely. Mm-hmm. So, whoa. Thank you. Yes, I can. Let me see. Thank you. Join me on IG, Daily LLC. I have that banner set up. I don't have any of the other ones set up though.
Sorry, Nancy. What's your puppy's name?
Well, it's not a puppy. She's teeny tiny, but she's Lily Grace. Yes.
Oh, look at that baby.
She's a baby.
Oh, she loves her mama.
So
I accidentally said the cat. Oh, look at that. Look at that love.
Oh, she is so adorable.
She is. She's a precious girl. She really is.
How old is she?
I'm not sure. She was a friend, belonged to a friend of mine who she had rescued it. And then when she went into hospice care, I took it for her. And she has become just a very important part of our lives.
No.
But I
what
think
a
she's
cutie.
probably 7 or 8.
Aw.
Okay.
Aren't you?
Okay, hey, I'm back. It was a Max Factor combo with someone also at the front door, so
Oh.
it's good times. But everything's fine because I have this.
Right? It's chill.
Yeah.
Dude was like, "Hey, I really like your necklace." I was like, "Funny you should mention it."
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. Okay. Someone just made my hand reach out and grab this. So another one I have that I've actually been saving because I think I might want it, but I have to share with you guys is the Ocean Jasper Dragon.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And then, so,
That's
I
beautiful.
forgot I had that one. Someone just made. It's funny how the guides take over sometimes with me. I'm more of a channel than a medium, I think, because they just kind of come in and do their thing, and I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Oh, and here we go. I found the alien.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if anyone mentioned earlier that Jenna said she wants that alien.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Wow.
And this is Unakite Jasper,
Mm.
which is very much root and heart chakra based.
Mhm.
Nice.
This is a big one. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels heavy in my hand even before the necklace is made. So that's for someone who doesn't mind a little weight.
Right. It does. It feels so nice though. I don't know. Mine's not super heavy, but it's just perfect.
Well, that one in particular is probably one of the heaviest. It's even heavier than the dragon. The dragon feels light in comparison.
There's an auction happening now in the chat, so.
And if anyone wants any lapis lazuli, I got 2 of those guys.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And if you're
that's
more
a nice couples necklace, right? One for
Mhm.
Jeffrey,
and
one
I also
for me.
Oh.
or unless you want crazy lace matching necklaces.
See, Gerald's gonna get himself another one yet.
Of course he will.
Well,
I do think you need couples necklaces though. Let me be clear.
Earrings. Well, this would be kind of heavy for earrings.
Yeah, that would be a bit much.
Unless you really want to stretch out your ears, that's fine. Oh, and I got a pair of blue aventurine.
Ooh, those are
So
pretty.
pretty.
So I have several pairs if you are thinking about doing a paired set.
I see Gerald's gears just going.
Churning.
Right
Yeah.
It's a good thing. It's good.
It's totally good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. Of course, the skull
it's
at the
like
bottom.
watching Jonathan, it's like, ooh, and then there's this one. Ooh, and then there's this one. Ooh, and then there's this one. Ooh, and look at this one.
So this is a crinoid fossil.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Look at this back here.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh. So yeah, I have quite a stock here for anyone who's looking for something specific. And if I don't have it, I'm always willing to look for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't have a lion. Nee wanted a lion, so.
Right.
And then
Jilly says she's gonna talk to you.
Yes. This one is fire quartz.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
I remember you showing that one before. That's amazing.
Oh, gosh.
Uh-oh, Nancy.
She's getting hooked.
Yeah, she likes those ones with a stripe going through, right? With a little.
Mm-hmm. I could just
What
keep
is
pulling
fire
out. I got
quartz?
so many. Fire quartz is really connected to the root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra. And it balances, enhances, focuses, concentration, self-esteem. It's transforming and transmuting negativity into a positive and pure universal light of love. And if you mix the red is actually streaks of hematite that's in there.
Mm.
And it balances the body, mind, and spirit.
Nice.
When you showed that fossilized one, I was thinking about Tangi, and then she just showed up. Just saying.
Hi, Tangi. Well, what's funny is I was thinking about Tangi when I was holding up the alien.
Oh, well, of course, yes.
Hey, Tangi, look over here.
But didn't Jenna buy that one
Ooh.
already? Isn't that sold?
Did Jenna claim this
She
one?
buy
I
it.
don't know.
Oh,
She didn't buy
I think
it.
she did.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys gonna have to mud wrestle for it, I guess.
That's one way to
I'm
get
telling you, I had
together.
tangy feels with that, whatever that fossilized one that you showed a minute ago. I don't know why.
Oh, let me see. Where did I put that? There it is. The crinoid fossil.
Mm.
Well, I
There you
actually
go.
have the crinoid fossil, and then I also have the coral fossil as well.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I think Jilly likes that coral one. Or the fox. She's deciding.
Well, I have two of the ones that are. I mean, they're sold as wolves, but I can see how they look like a fox too. Especially the bloodstone with all that red on there. I could totally see that being like a little fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's smaller than any of the skulls. It's going to be a lot lighter. So
Yeah.
she says no, the coral fossil.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Wait, what did I do with the coral fossil? Here it is. Coral fossil. That one is for Jilly then.
Pretty.
That's lovely. Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just to go on a complete other tangent real quick, I did a side-by-side unboxing of the Super Lunaris first edition and second edition,
Mm-hmm.
and Jess and Jacob saw it, and they contacted me and sent me an extra copy of the second edition of the Super Lunaris to use as a giveaway. So
Wow.
if anyone is interested in getting the second edition of the Super Lunaris, come back when this is done, and in the comments below, put in, what's a good one? How about Skull?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. I haven't even opened the package yet, so just going to send it straight to you.
And when is the cutoff for that, Jonathan?
I will be doing the drawing probably in 1 week. So 1 week from today, I will be chatting with a longtime friend of mine, Jenna Matlin, who is also known as the Queen of Wands Tarot. She was Queen of Wands Tarot for a long time, but then she's like, I'm just going to be myself. And so now she's Jenna Matlin Tarot. And she and I were, so I know many people here have heard my stories. So when I was in college and started my pagan student union, she was one of the founders with me.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, and she's very well known in the tarot community, and it's been a long time since I've had a chit chat with her, and so I thought it'd be kind of fun to bring her on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's been a while, so, but excuse me, a little frog in my throat. Thank you, Gerald. I love having you as my cheerleader.
Amazing.
I'm just like going because we have
That's amazing. Oh my gosh. Your tarot files.
Of course,
Oh,
because
yes. Ever the overachiever.
yeah. It's all right. It's
So
just
my
fun.
energy is kind of dropping. Is there anything you guys want to share with the audience before we leave?
Well, I wanted to say a big thank you, Jonathan, because this is also my first live, so I've really enjoyed being here with you.
Oh my God, Nerys.
Wow.
I got 2 newbies. What?
It's so
Yep.
cool.
Yep, we popped our live cherry with you, Jonathan.
Oh my.
Jonathan,
Well,
I
thank
hope you feel better really soon. That's
thank
terrible.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, get some rest.
And this has been fun. It really has. And everybody, they're just so precious.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Everyone needs
Definitely.
one, really. Sometimes I just hold it. Obviously, I've done that a few times. So,
Yeah.
It's hard not to. You just kind of like.
yeah. Yeah.
Well, I find myself holding it with my left hand
Okay.
and just kind of like pulling the energy in that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whoopee. It's the comfort. It's the blankie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, and if anyone wants to get in touch with me, I'll just post my email. Just email me at dailyacupuncture@gmail.com and we can work something out. Or if we're friends on Facebook, just message me. Or, if you're Instagram, find me at Daily LLC and message me there. So there's many ways of getting in touch with me. Thank you, Neem. She is typing in my address for me. So, and thank each and every one of you for being here with us. I know we were supposed to have a 6th, but we miss her and we wish her well.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So thank you so much. And thank you everyone in chat. Love you all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.